I like to provoke people that somehow with their political class in the society control me. One of my favorite things to do when I would have to be working in restaurants was pretending to have epileptic seizures in front of people while they were eating. And, or like go in front of windows and pretend like I was throwing up. They would be trying to eat, and then I would, get them disgusted, which was what I wanted them to do, just to like really change the atmosphere of how people were so interested in food, and I thought it was so disgusting. I really enjoy seeing slobs made into human beings for maybe about 2 minutes. To make them just for a minute think. I purposely went into disco since I really like the fact of seeing some of these morons dancing to my music, but like saying these words, you wish you had a clit, but you only got cock, while they're dancing. My current work is dispelling myths. I'm very interested in dispelling the entire notion of penis envy. Oh, I've had guys pull down their pants, but I just basically will tell them that they're too small. I'd be surprised if oh God, if I say it's too small, they're going to say, oh, I hear that all the time, right, because it's small. But no, they got really shocked and they got really embarrassed. I really like to expose genders and gender-side behavior. Once when I was performing at the J.C. Penney windows here in San Francisco, the police stopped me. I was like basically taking off my clothes and just smushing my breasts into the window. I just thought like men would get a big kick out of it and get kind of embarrassed. I thought it'd be funny, and I was kissing them and stuff. And I was just also putting a lot of bananas down my mouth. And a man in a motorcycle was coming up into J.C. Penney's and into the window, and we'd be driving around in the windows and bringing me things and stuff. And I would go on the motorcycle naked, because I think that's also a really big fantasy of a woman naked on a motorcycle. Before I was able to get on the motorcycle, they put me in a squad car. And the policeman said, because we got a call that there is a woman who's either insane, on drugs, or sexually out there. But I continued my performance in the squad car, which I thought was pretty good. I got myself like on that little top by the window, and I was pressing my body against the windows. But in San Francisco, everything happens, and people are just saying, sure, yeah, it's art, man. When I was in Texas this year, I was asked, are you going to be showing pubic hairs? And I said, well, what about butt hairs, or the hairs down here in my legs? And they said, well, God, we'll have to call up our lawyers. So they called up their lawyers to find out whether or not butt hairs are pubic hairs, or, this. And they said, look, we'll send you in, we'll get a wax job for you, because we're serving liquor, and you can't show pubic hairs and serve liquor. Now, and I say, does that mean that you can show a waxed, pussy? They said, well, maybe, because what they used to do down the street at the Condor Club is they used to have these things called pussy wigs, where in order to fool them and to serve alcohol, is that you would get fitted for a special little pussy wig, like a little toupee. Is that not incredible? You'd get shaved, and they thought they were seeing pussy hair, but they weren't. It was a wig. I got in so much trouble saying the word dwarf for a performance. I have a performance called I Like the Dwarf on the Table When I Give Him Head, and I was going to present it at a women's art conference, and I got banned unless I would change the title to I like people of short stature on the table when I give them head. And I said I refused it because dwarf is such a much prettier word. It has that D, W, and F in it. It isn't so much the dwarf, it's the word. The word is a beautiful word. Dwarf is a beautiful word. And I said short stature is like, shit on a stick. It just doesn't have the same kind of feeling to it. So I got banned. Really, in our society, the only power that the lower class or lower middle class have anymore is language, power of language. And now they want, a lot of the political structure wants to control that with like PMRC, or even you see these threats with books being taken out of the school system, the religious burning of records, are really subtle forms of the fear of a power that middle class or lower middle class still have, and that really is something you can't buy.